Alright. I don't know where we're at, but we just found some ants. Oh wait, let me fix this. We just found some ants. Check this out.
Alright, put your hand on it.
No, wait, come on.
No.
Give PC a sandwich and put it on there.
They're so aggressive.
Fights to death.
Fight to the death.
That's their piece off.
Okay, someone time it. How fast can they devour that?
They'll probably try to fit in.
Yeah, that's too good.
Somebody eat it.
That's it. One right here.
Watch out.
I'll touch it.
Yeah, you guys found the mound. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That one on your hand.
What type of ants are these? What type of ants are these?
Are they fire ants? I can't tell. Are they jumping or fire?
Here used to be an amusement park, and this whole area that you see at one time used to have log rides and trains, and now we just got logs, and we got a marsh channel that right now is yet to be filled, but because Fraser Creek used to come down here and used to flow right on through here into connecting with the marshland over here. But what's happened is when they put the road in, old 101 used to cut back through there, but in the 70s, someone decided, you know what? I think it'd be a lot quicker if we just put a levee across the entire marsh and drive on through it. Now, maybe that made it good for people to pass on through, but the reality is it also created a real problem for the marsh, because what happens here is that the water comes up and 101 acts like a dike, much like the dikes that were on Crowley Creek and were on Tamara Keys over here. So what's happening now, as we walk down here, you'll see it in better clarity, is that they're getting ready to this summer take this road and pull it up and put two big culverts into it side by side. Now what that'll do is that'll allow the fish to swim up underneath the road and get to the historic channel that they used to live on. Now once they get over there, then they can access more habitat that's higher up. So it's really important, guys, that even these little connections, you know, this is one small part of a much larger ecosystem, but this one little area here, ultimately, if it's not connected to this other side, then the fish that would migrate up to the headwaters over here will never get there. Or the juveniles that would depend on this area to rear in would not have that opportunity. So let's move off a little bit more, guys. Just don't want to. So what's happening now is that, you know, they've roughed all this up and they're getting ready. They cut down some trees that were here before because this is where the culvert's going to go in. And on the other side, they put in a new roadway. Come this summer, when you guys are passing through here, you're going to have to drive along this side. So they're going to actually pull all this up in the summer and then put a new road down there so they can drop two culverts in.
Why would they do it in the middle of the summer?
Because that's a good question, but that is the in-stream period. So that is the period when the flows are the lowest, and the fish aren't migrating, so that's the period that it's okay to do work in the stream. Now times like this, other times, wouldn't be so good because there's more rain. There's also still fish moving through. You know, those runs are staggered. So, but what'll happen is they'll put the culverts in, then they'll repave this, and then they'll just open that back up. And when they open that back up, they'll take all the material that was used for this old roadbed and they'll fill in that entire ditch, because that ditch was all carved out just to basically be a trough for Fraser Creek, just to dump straight into the salmon as opposed to reconnecting here. Now the other thing that's going to happen when it reconnects is there's going to be more sediment that moves from up here down into the marsh. And that's actually a good thing because the marsh has actually been degrading. Because in hydrology, if you don't have sediment moving in as well as going out, you know, so we've got the tide coming in and it goes back out and it scours in some ways. But if we have sediment coming in, sediment coming in, then it's also rebuilding the marsh.
Tyler, are you cold?
It's a very dynamic system, and even this little connector is going to help a lot. So just want you guys to know when you're driving through how you can impress all your friends and telling them how you know what's up with what's going down right here.
There we go.
Okay, let me check for knowledge.